Hello friends, welcome to a tour of my grip closet. It is a two-level closet, but most of the goodies are on the first level. On the left, a 15-foot pole, a series of backdrops. This particular backdrop you may paint according to your art direction, and you may paint it on both sides, no problem. Tough material, it will hang from the mighty bar, and you can support the mighty bar with these mighty stands here. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4 column high boys. And then there are 4 C stands. And then there are 2, I guess you could call them tall boys too. They already have this whatchamacallit that you can use to hold ears in order to support the 12 by frame, which is Manfrotto 1-inch square tube, and each section of the sides is divided up into 3 poles, so that's 4 feet 1 by 1 inch tubing, and then there's 2 ears in there to connect to these frames. So you can make a 12 by frame, or an 8 by frame, or a 4 by 4 frame. And the diffusion materials that you would want, you can rent from my buddies at Contrast Visuals. They have a ton of gear, and if you're doing a video production, that's where you want to go. But if you're doing a photo production and you are brave enough to use Speedotrons, then I have 1, 2, 3 2400 watt packs and 1 1200 watt pack. So you can run your power from the wall to your Speedotron, and then you can plug your lights. You can choose 6 Speedo heads. Most of these have a grid spot on them. You can just pull the grid spot off if you don't want the grid spot on, as well as a 2K fresnel that's loaded with a Speedo flash tube inside of it. Also, there are 2 head extension cables just hanging out here. 6 light stands, Frankenstands you might want to call them. Some of them have been around for a very long time, but they'll get the job done. Those 6 light stands, along with the 4 C stands, along with these 2 tall boys and these 2 tall boys, should get you out of most problems. Enough A-clamps, although sometimes I feel like there are never enough A-clamps, as you can tell. Plyboard, if you need to do tabletop, and right over here to the right in the closet are the Sawhorses, and they will support the plyboard, so you can do tabletop shoot. Do a tabletop shoot. Here's a little flag kit. 2 black flags, full silk, a full stop scrim, and then some cookies and a screen, so you could get creative if you want. There's a drill if you find it necessary to drill something, and a dolly if you want to throw a tripod in there, and then throw your camera on a tripod for any sort of alternative video content. And then a large soft box, and it is a Chimera large, and it has a grid, a very tight focused grid, very rare, very cool. Beauty dish, and his other buddy, beauty dish, and then a silver interior beauty dish up there, and then a silver interior with a diffuser on that. So beauty dishes out the yin-yang. Some silk is hanging out in this bag. Some black material is hanging out in that bag. And various old school, what my buddy calls shoot loot. Some black foam core, white foam core, styrene. And if you have to go outside and you need to cover stuff and keep it from getting wet, then this is really handy stuff. More shoot loot. So there's a tour of my grip closet, and I hope that that was extremely helpful to you. And ask Jonathan Jones here at Studio 615 what it costs to open the door and have all that grip at your disposal. I hope this is a helpful tour. Up there, by the way, I have some cool clothes. Dun, 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 dun. There are a few more backdrops, some gray backdrops up there, and a few creative materials. Some styrene for shooting on surfaces, some thin stuff that curls up. And other than that, I think that's a pretty complete tour. Have a good day. Bye-bye.